explosive back. He's very fast, or at least he was when he came out. And so, if he is available on the waiver wire, it might be worth go ahead and picking him up. Now, I don't know if he's going to be there or not.
Hell
Somebody
yeah.
might have already snagged.
Well, dude, we just went live. So tell the people who you're talking about. You said Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard, I think Nick Chubb is not only out for the year, but he may have had a career-ending injury, which is super sad because Nick Chubb was a super talented guy, and seemingly just a great guy in general. I hate to see that something like that happen to him, and it was a pretty rough injury to watch too.
Yeah, dude,
But
Nick
anyway,
Chubb is
the
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 man.
Browns signed. He was the man. He is the man, and
Yeah,
I really hope he has a speedy recovery.
love the Chubb.
Um, we love the Chubb here on Betting on Balls.
Fuck yeah, we do.
Uh, One thing, but the Browns did sign. They went out and signed, I believe, yesterday, Kareem Hunt. Which Kareem Hunt's a guy that's been with the Browns up until this last year, and so he already kind of knows the system. I would assume that he kind of just fits in immediately. And I mean, before Kareem Hunt's always a guy that has some explosiveness and some talent. And really, the only thing that had ever stopped Kareem Hunt from being a premier back in Cleveland was the fact that he had to contend with Nick Chubb there. So I think he'll do well, and I think that he's definitely worth rostering if he's still available in your leagues out there.
Yeah, yeah, we'll take a look at that here in a moment. I'm just troubleshooting the stream here. I haven't hosted here in a minute. To anyone new, I'm Harold. With me, I got Tim. And I mean, you guys already know
Tim,
that. You know who we are. What am I even talking about?
yeah,
Betting on
here we are
balls.
betting on balls.
Let me try to move this around. So people, I think, will now see my display rather than just yes, that's good, that's good. And let's pull up the NFL games from week 2. Let's do a week 2 recap. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Fuck, that didn't pull it up. NFL standings. You want me to share my screen too so you can see what I'm doing?
Yeah, that'd be sweet, so I can see.
Share screen. Clickety click, click, click. Boop. Yes, I'm getting better at this shit. Getting better at this fucking bullshit.
That's right.
Betting on balls, dude. We've been doing it for fucking what? This is year 3.
Yeah, it is year 3. It
And I'm
feels like yesterday.
just now figuring it out.
Right. It's good that we finally did.
Well, I wouldn't say figured out, but you know.
We're trying. Trying.
This doesn't tell us who beat who and like all that stuff, but Dolphins are undefeated. That's dope. Jets and Bills are 1-1, and Patriots are 0-2. Raiders and Chiefs are 1-1. Chargers and Broncos, yuck. Ravens undefeated. Steelers 1-1. Browns 1-1. Bengals 0-2. Okay.
Too.
Jags 1-1.
Yeah.
Colts 1-1. Titans 1-1. And Texans, of course, they're 0-2. There's no surprise there. Cowboys and Eagles and Commanders are undefeated. That's interesting. Giants.
Cowboys look really good on defense.
Fucking A. Yeah. Niners undefeated. That's not surprising at all. And then we got Rams and Seahawks 1-1, and the Cardinals trailing 0-2. Packers Lions 1-1, and oh gosh, the Vikings and the Bears are both 0-2. I mean, I know they're not like the best teams out there, but
yeah, the Bears are pretty bad. They might be one of the worst, honestly. If you don't see some tremendous improvement in Justin Fields, like now, like this week,
yeah.
I think it could just kind of be over in the end of whatever short-lived era that was.
And then
He was a
finally,
moneymaker last year, but
oh hell yeah! And then finally, we'll see. And finally, we got Falcons, Saints, and the Bucks undefeated. Panthers 0-2. No one would have predicted that.
I don't know. I think I could have predicted that.
You didn't.
Panthers 0-2.
Well, that you
Yeah.
could predict, but like for the Falcons and Saints and Bucks to be undefeated.
No, that's a surprise. Yeah, I
Yeah,
will
or
say
week
the
3.
fact that all of those NFC South teams to not have a loss yet is really surprising.
That's great. Dude, the
And
Saints look awesome. I fucking love the Saints, and they're doing it. The Bucks have blown everyone away. The Falcons I haven't really paid attention to, but
well, I'll say this: as of last week, I watched some of the footage from the game against Green Bay last week, and they looked really, really solid. The running game looks really, really good right now. And defensively, they were really able to get after the passer in Jordan Love last week. So
who are you
the
talking
Falcons
about?
might actually be here to play this year.
Who's
It's
that?
very surprising.
Who was that?
The Falcons,
The Falcons. The Falcons. Yeah.
yeah, they look.
So yeah, I was kind of hoping for like a recap of like, uh,
Oh, just go to games up there where it said games. Oh, you were in it.
well, maybe this will do it. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, Google has gotten so much better. Like the fact that you don't even have to like click on a website for this anymore. They just have it like on Google.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, so,
Sorry,
Saints beat the
my
Panthers,
machine's kind of glitching around here.
Sure.
Here we go.
Alright, so, yeah, the Bengals had a really close game, played a lot better. Joe Burrow played a lot better. Are they gonna be in playoff contention? Not if they don't win some games, but they
No way.
certainly look to be kinda riding the ship at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, the Seahawks beat the Lions, which that to me might be the biggest shock of this week. Um, the Lions in week one, looked like they were on and potentially they had once again, guys had good games. Their offense played really, really well.
It was
But
a one-score game and a high-scoring game, so it's not like they got
right,
completely whomped on.
yep. Yeah, it was no, they didn't get walked on. I just think I might have thought that they were a little bit better than what they were.
Shit, they put up
Uh,
31 points. That's pretty damn impressive.
It's pretty good. It's just I don't know how good the Seahawks actually are, especially on offense. And
Well, you
so
know what they say,
it's a
Tim.
little concerning.
The ball ain't round.
No, it's not. And weird things do happen. But Kansas City certainly looked to right the ship this week, get things under control against Jacksonville. I think everybody kind of expected that once Kelsey returned. Um, Bucks Bears, that was a really rough game for Justin Fields. And the Buccaneers might actually look like they got a little something going on down there. It's surprising. There were just a lot of surprises this week, things that I wouldn't normally guess that ended up shaking out.
I feel like that always happens, though. That's why this is so challenging and interesting. That's why betting on football, well, that and the ball ain't being round. That's why it's so
Right.
hard.
Well, earlier in the season, before you kind of figure out the teams as well, it's a lot harder to call. And as
Yeah.
as time goes on and you've seen more and more and more of the same team against similar defenses and similar situations, the games I feel like get a little bit easier to call. But one we did call for the most part right was the Bills beating the schluck out of the Raiders. Um, and I think pretty much everything that we called in that game happened, except I don't think Devontae Adams scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Um,
I think we got whomped on our bets, actually.
yeah.
Pull those up here in a second. I haven't really paid attention. But yeah, we had a couple parlays, I think, that just didn't go through, and, but that's just how she goes, man. That's part of betting.
Yeah. Titans looked pretty good. Chargers did not look that great. 49ers look great. Maybe the best defense in football. I mean, I think you've got the Jets, Dallas, and the 49ers kind of all contending for that spot, like who the best defense is right now. I think it's a little too early to tell. But San Francisco's certainly at the top of the list.
Yeah, dude. I love San Francisco. They look great. I love they got a great defense. They got Christian McCaffrey. They got a young kid that, he's getting a fair chance, to, become something. Like this is like I'm not hyping up Purdy or whatever, but he could be, something huge that, down the line years later. And this could be like a jump start or something cool. Or not. Maybe not. We don't know. But it's curious.
I think he's certainly headed in the right direction, if that's the
It's a
case.
good start.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's what I mean. It's like he's kind of set himself up for success, and he's in a great situation, and so just hang with it, and I'm sure he'll do fine. He's on one of the most powerful offenses in the NFL. He's really blessed to be in that position. So I think he'll do okay. He'll continue to do good.
All right, let's look at some of these bets here. It does look like our balance is low. So we got Hill to score a touchdown. Boom, money. Doubled our money. Awesome. I did my wild card bet, 50 cents for Purdy. Speaking of which, we were just talking about him to run for 25 yards. He didn't do it. Boo-hoo. Whatever.
Well, what's interesting though, he did run for a touchdown. So I was kind of like, oh man,
Yeah.
he actually did run, but it just wasn't quite how we wanted him to run.
It was 50 cents. I really don't care. We had Kittle to score a touchdown. Didn't happen.
It all went through Deebo Samuel. I don't know if you saw that game at all, but Deebo Samuel ended up having like a 25-point game, which is just like that might be his first one in the last 2 years or something like that.
Shit, for real. He did us dirty last year. We had Dave Montgomery to rush 60 yards. We doubled our money on that one. Joe Burrow. What a loser.
That's a strange one. I mean, you had Higgins just go off like a madman.
Dude, the guy from fucking Houston threw like 300 yards the other night.
Right. It's unreal sometimes.
I mean, fucking.
Baltimore does have a good defense though, and they've historically always had a good secondary, and so I don't know.
This was a bet that this is a bet that we should have won, but we didn't. The Lions lost their matchup, but Montgomery scored his touchdown, so
yeah,
that's the danger of parlays.
It is.
Chase did not score his touchdown. That's fine. That was only 50 cents.
No, Higgins did.
41 points. The Bears and the Bucks. It looks like we missed that one. And then look, we missed all 3 legs on this parlay. I actually like this. This actually makes me happy. Yeah. I don't think I've ever missed every single one on a parlay before, unless maybe like a 2-leg parlay. But I don't think I've ever done this before, where I literally missed all 3, like not even close.
It's the first time for everything.
Hey, it's fucking hilarious. I mean, I kind of want like a little badge, being like a minus.
I did it.
Lose. Yeah, I did it. That's good. I fucking did it.
I did it.
That's what we do here on Betting on Balls. We make history.
We did. That was certainly history. Josh
Allen didn't score his touchdown. That was kind of a wild card bet.
Which if we had gone with Purdy, we would have been, we swapped it around. We should have gone the other way.
But we got Higgins.
Higgins did.
We cashed out on Higgins.
I think Higgins scored twice, actually.
We should have gotten more money, but we didn't. So yeah, we got a little bit wrecked. I think we got a $5 bet, like a free one, because the Bills won their game, and that's we have an active bet going here for the Bills to win the Super Bowl. It was a $50 bet. If they win the Super Bowl, that's $500. So that's pretty good for $50. But a part of the promotion is anytime they win a game, we get a $5 free bet. Which I think we got. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it though because I'm streaming, and FanDuel is run by communist bastards that don't believe in freedom.
Anyway. We should record it next time and then do it, upload it separately like we did the last time.
Yeah, we should have. The reason I didn't do it this time is because I think the game actually kind of starts soon, and it takes time to like upload it and all that shit. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, this is what we do for you, people. This is what we fucking do.
It is.
Let's see if we have that, and we don't necessarily have to make that bet now. I mean, we have the one game tonight, but then we can, I like making my bets like the morning of or the night before a game. Like when you do it 4 days in advance, shit changes. The lines change. Like you know, yeah, this shit's crazy.
I'm just reading about Tyreek Hill. Um, he's been marked as questionable for his ankle, which going as of yesterday, he didn't have any injury tag, and Waddle obviously got hurt, and so
Yeah.
I kind of assumed like, oh, that's going to be a big buff for Tyreek Hill then. Um, but the little injury tag is a little concerning.
Yeah, I have not. I checked it this morning and I did not see that.
Yeah, no, it just popped up for me as well.
Interesting, interesting. So tonight's game,
Tonight's game, San Francisco Niners.
they're favored by 10 points, which is kind of a no-brainer here, it seems like.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it probably is a no-brainer. The thing is, I mean, I just want to kind of check what New York has done so far. Um, Not to say that they've done a lot.
I think Saquon
Oh my
Barkley
goodness.
is out with an injury as well, or questionable.
Okay, so they did put up 31 points last week against an okay Arizona defense. And I truly mean that. Like Arizona's defense is certainly the best part about that team. And so that's not horrid. However, their first week they just got completely blown out by the Cowboys and didn't look ready at all. They did win last week, and like I said, they put up 31 points, which is pretty darn good. Um, Sam, let's
We could double
see.
down on
Saquon
a.
Barkley.
I said we could double
Saquon.
down on a George Kittle touchdown. Try to get our money back for missing it last week.
I mean, it will happen. We've talked about this before on betting on balls. It will happen eventually. If you continue to bet on it,
And
George
he's
Kittle's
he's
smart bet on
and he's
offense.
an
It's going to go
underdog to
through.
do
He
it.
almost scored last week.
Yeah, a dollar wins you $1.80, so it's almost tripling your money.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd say that as far as the odds go, he's probably got one of the better payouts. I mean, it's pretty likely that he would score.
Some value right there. I'm
That
gonna put
being
that bet in.
said, I'm kind of a little shocked that Saquon Barkley's not on this list. Is he hurt or something?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
questionable.
he is. He's
Mhm.
out.
Yep.
He is just absolutely out.
Debo could
And
be
so this
okay.
is
I mean, he had a good week last week. I'd put maybe 50 cents on Debo.
man, Saquon Barkley being out. So who is his backup?
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know. Matt Briata. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm
more
always
more
looking at
reasoning why San Francisco is just gonna fucking stomp. And it's a home
it
game
is.
at San Francisco. They're just gonna,
Oh God,
yeah, they're gonna destroy them.
I think so too. I think
Hmm.
it could definitely go that way.
Catastrophe for the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 10 points is maybe even a little generous, honestly. The Giants could just be done already with no Saquon Barkley. I mean, I hate to kind of go to DEFCON 5, but if Matt Briata can't get it together against, like I said to begin with, like one of the best defenses in football, it could get ugly, man.
Well, I'm not taking this bet because it's a dollar to win 87 cents and it's a 10-point
It's
spread.
not great.
So I'm not
Right.
I'm not going to do that. But I am comfortable taking Kittle for a touchdown and
Sure.
even Debo for a touchdown. Obviously, I would say Christian McCaffrey for a touchdown, but a dollar only yields you 40.
Right. It's almost guaranteed.
We're even doing. There's really no point in doing in placing.
Oh, wow. You can bet on San Francisco defense to score a touchdown. That's kind of cool.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
don't see that. Oh, there it is.
Pretty well.
I kind of like that. Do the Giants ever throw the ball?
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Jones. Let's see how much he actually throws it. And I mean they had that blowout against Dallas, and so I'm sure he turned it over a few times.
I mean, like a
Let's
dollar
see.
wins you $4, so like that actually doesn't really seem like an unreasonable bet to me.
So Daniel Jones has thrown an interception in both games so far. He threw two in the first one, and he threw one last week as well.
All it takes is for
Uh,
that to happen or for him to drop the ball. Dude, I'd put a dollar on this. A dollar to win $4, like that's worth it. It's worth a buck.
I think I think that it's probably not going to be great for them tonight for New York, especially with no Saquon Barkley. That could get ugly real quick. They're just going to put a ton of pressure on the quarterback, and
Dude, I'm kind of
man,
getting a wild hair in my ass to just put this $5 bet on it. $5 to win 20.
I mean, well,
I know it's very, very difficult for a defense to score a touchdown. It's not, an easy task. But I'm just saying,
but if they do, that's a
one of
great
the
bet.
you're looking at one of the best defenses in the league, but not only that, one of
Yes,
the best teams in the league going against at their
a
home.
very shaky New York Giants.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't been good in a
Yeah, I
long
get it.
time. And
It's solid logic. I think that man,
I'm
it is
placing
a
the bet.
long shot, but it's like
I'm placing the
it's
bet.
not the worst. It's not the worst in the world. Yeah, it could definitely happen where San Francisco just gets a touchdown. um, that'd be wild to see too. It'd be really cool to see it.
I'm placing it. I'm placing that bet. I'm betting my
I like it.
I'm betting my free $5 bet and my balls.
Hell yeah.
Or no, wait, not my balls. I'm betting on balls that aren't round. They're shaped like that kind of them's kind of balls. They bounce all over the place. It's fucking crazy. I almost thought I got one of those gambling warnings again where they're like, "Oh, you've spent 35 cents in the last 25 minutes. Are you okay?"
Right.
And I'm always like, "No, I'm not okay." All right. I think that's it right there. Straight bet. Place. Oh, the camera's not really showing it. It's kind of glitching out. You're just gonna have to believe me. I bet my balls. Bet on some balls.
Bet on it.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's what's gonna happen tonight, I guess. Whatever. Let's look at our fantasy league here. Oh, we have a trade proposition from Deadhead Steel. This is probably, it looks like a public league, so this is like our non-money league. Betting on balls team. Yeah, this is our like fourth league that we care the least about. But I think this guy proposed a trade. We gave him a counter offer. I think he turned that down. Now he wants to trade us Madison, a running back out of Minnesota. This guy right here. He only put up 3 points last week. 4 points.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that.
Wednesday's trade for Cam Akers. So I guess Akers is going to Minnesota.
Yeah, he is.
That's dope. Fuck the Chargers. Get out of there, Akers, or the Rams, whichever one he's on. They're the same thing. Blah 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 blah. So they're basically just giving him a bunch of excuses. And then we got the running back from Tampa Bay, which he's like kind of okay, I guess. He put up 20 points last week. It looks like rushed 17 times, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Brought in all 5 targets for 30 yards. That's okay, I guess. What is he?
Okay.
He wants Gibbs. He wants the running back out of Detroit. I don't even know who this guy is, but we got him. What do you think, Tim?
Um, Usually, I mean, I just kind of slam dunk no on trades. This does seem like I can't understand why on earth he wants to do this. I mean, David Montgomery seems kind of like he's the lead back there. And while Gibbs definitely has a little upside, he certainly hasn't shown a whole lot of it this year. I'm not crazy about Gibbs, and personally, I like Rashad White. I'm not crazy about Madison either, but I do think White's pretty good, and I think he's in a good situation in Tampa Bay where they're going to try to push the ball through him.
I think
Um,
Montgomery is questionable or injured. That might have something to do with this guy's life.
it could. I also think that Jahmyr Gibbs is a little. Um,
Oh wait, Montgomery's not
I
a.
don't know. I think he's a little overprojected, but maybe not.
He
I'm
has
sure if
99.
Montgomery wasn't there, he would have really big games.
I think that's what this guy's thinking because if we go to players, we'll look at Montgomery here. I think it was like a hamstring or something. All right, what's up? What's up? Questionable. Thigh. He was sidelined during Thursday's practice. So Friday, we'll find out Friday what's going on.
It's kind of hard to make that call. Like I would hate to get rid of Gibbs and then Montgomery doesn't play or something.
Yeah, but then we'd have Rashad White, who is he the top running back on Tampa Bay right now?
I think so. Yeah, and he looks pretty good.
Let's look at Tampa Bay's running backs and see because I kind of like them too. I mean, I'm not like in love with the team, and I'm not in love with this guy, but we're looking at a potential short term number two that we might be trading. So if we can get a good number one, um, you know, fuck it. Yeah, Rashad's their top running back. That's a good trade for us. Put up 20 points last week. I'm taking it.
I think it's a fair trade.
And we get this guy. But we might have to drop somebody. But whatever. Might be this guy. I don't give a fuck. Accept trade.
Well, before you accept, can you look at Rashad White one more time?
Yeah, dog.
What did he do the first week?
They don't show the first week, and I don't know why.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not a lot. But he's the leader of the ground attack. He had an inefficient opener, but his volume as a runner and receiver, that's awesome. Is likely to, he's looking good. I'm taking the trade.
All right, I'm down.
Yes. That fool. This is an uneven trade, so you will need to drop players to keep your roster under the maximum roster size. So, we got to drop somebody.
Well, we can definitely drop Nick Chubb.
Oh, yeah, but we can put him on injury reserve. Is he gone?
I don't think he. Yeah, I think so. I think he's like that's a career-ending injury.
Left knee injury, damage to ligaments, and his meniscus.
Damn.
Required 2 surgeries. He'll be shut down for the remainder of the season. Ugh. No. Drop that motherfucker. Get off my team. All right, and that's it, I think. We got did it go through? Did it work? Yep, we got Gibbs. Nope, we still have Gibbs. Maybe it takes a second. Maybe he has to like counter accept our acceptance or something like that. Anyways, let's go to our main league. Money Honey. We got so lucky last week. We did like not great, but our opponent did even worse, and he benched like a shit ton of points too. We can do a quick recap here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I can't believe we squeaked this one out. It's freaking crazy, dude.
Yeah, no wide receiver. Zay Jones literally did nothing. Derrick Henry saved our ass. Kittle didn't do shit. Montgomery saved our ass. And ultimately, New Orleans saved our ass too. But we benched. Look at this. We benched 21 points with Josh Reynolds. Is it Josh Reynolds?
I know, as well as Gabe Davis had a big game too.
Yep. So we benched shit ton of points. We benched 34 points. And one of our wide receivers put up 0. So, ouch. But our opponent, if you're not counting the quarterback, he benched like fucking 60 points.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Yeah. That's like look, this guy put up 26 points, 23 points, 27 points, 16, 17. Like, I bet this dude's pissed.
Yeah.
But
even not playing Connor is kind of odd.
Don't be too pissed off, buddy. You lost to the best. Lost to the best. That's just how it goes. Betting on balls. All right, this is our week this week. I think we're in trouble.
I feel great about Mahomes. I'm worried about Waddle, but he's not out yet, and so that's good.
But he might have a concussion.
We'll get there when we get there. Gabriel Davis looks a lot better and might just be our number 2, so that's good. Derrick Henry, we're gonna just hope that questionable tag's not gonna shut us down. We're really reliant here on Henry and Mahomes playing, and so as long as Henry and Mahomes play, I would say that we have a chance against anybody. Josh Kelly, we really got to see him step it up. Same with George Kittle. I really hope that he can score tonight. If Montgomery plays and he's good, he's going to be great for us. Khalil Herbert, I hate, and I'm ready to cut. I think that I'm ready to just cut all ties to Chicago almost at this point. I don't see fantasy value. I think that you're better off in almost any other situation.
He put up 10 points. I mean, that's not awful.
I'm not crazy about him. I just think the Bears are not good right now, and so
yeah, but they're just gonna run the ball, and he runs the ball. So I'm just saying, like,
maybe, but they can't even do that like very well right now. And so if this was last year, I'd kind of agree with you, but like the Bears can't do anything right now, or they don't seem like they can do anything right now.
Zay Jones we got on the bench. Josh Reynolds we got on the bench. They're both questionable. Rice is benched. Cooks is benched.
So I think I would prefer to go with Josh Reynolds over Khalil Herbert this week, just because I think there's more upside. Um, I think Herbert or Reynolds is kind of settling in there as a true number two, and he's trending upward. He was limited today in practice. Hopefully, he gets back on track tomorrow. And if he does, I would say you just go with him.
Let's take a look at the waiver. Who were you saying at the beginning of this to keep an eye on? The guy that's going to replace Chubb?
Chubb, Kareem Hunt.
Ford seems to have put up a decent amount of fantasy points here.
Yeah,
but
he already got him.
traded for Hunt. Yeah, so someone already got him.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh well, let's see who's available. Let's see what we got going on. I think we really need wide receivers on this league. So let's look at some wide receivers. Mims Jr. out of Denver. Just looks like he had a fantastic game. He's a second round rookie. Plays on an awful team. Don't get too excited. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He only had 2 targets last week.
Ew. This ain't looking good. Not looking good. Ew. Nope. Well, I guess we're just not going to have receivers this year. Like last year. But we won last year, so.
Right. No, it's not looking great.
Overall, it's like Chicago running back. Yeah, we already got one of those. Hayden Hurst?
Yeah.
How's he on the waiver?
I do not like what I see.
How's Hayden Hurst on the waiver?
Bad team.
I think he's worth. I mean, we already have a tight end that we like, but I think I could see him do something. Surely there's someone that we can drop that we don't want anyways, like Bourne or Davis, Rice, Jones. We want to get rid of Jones, right?
Yeah. I'm not crazy about him.
Fuck it. Let's get rid of Zay Jones and we'll pick up Hayden Hurst, because why the fuck not?
Cool.
Happens to Kittle, we'll have at least a backup. And maybe on his bye week we'll have something. I don't know. Let's see. Kittle's bye week is then week 9, and Hurst is week 7. I think I just saw. Yeah. So maybe that'll, I don't know, do something. I'm also looking at our kicker here. I mean, I like New Orleans defense, but maybe we can get a kicker. I think Miami should do okay against Denver, and the kicker should put up, he's projected to put up, 9 points. So that's pretty good. But let's maybe take a look and see if there's anyone else just chilling that, might put up a shit ton of points. San Francisco's kicker.
not bad. I like the Philadelphia kicker though. He's been pretty good.
I think he's taken. Yeah, he's one of the he puts up more points than pretty much anyone in the leagues or
Hmm.
he has. I think San Francisco, just the amount of points that they score, and even if they don't make it to the end zone, you would benefit by having a guy like this.
You're not wrong.
He was perfect 3 for 3, and 3 for 3 on extra points. He put up 14 points last week. They're going against the Giants.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm taking Moody.
I like him. I don't feel moody about it.
Yep. And we can either drop our current kicker, or if there's another useless player that you think we can just get rid of, maybe Rice, who's only 28% rostered, or Harris, who's only 37% rostered, or Bourne, who's only 34% rostered. We just picked up Hurst, but we can get rid of him too, I guess. I don't know. Or we can just replace our kicker. What do you think?
I'm okay with replacing the kicker. I don't think that's that big of a deal. If we want to, I think that Moody looks pretty good.
I feel like with the kicker, you can find good value if you just look.
You should
ups for the week.
You should look at the matchups.
Yeah. Wait, why does it say now that our kicker is? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about this line? So we'll have to revisit Waddle and see, if we have to swap him out. But for now, hopefully he'll be okay. Same thing with Derrick Henry. Then we got Josh Kelly. I guess we're just stuck with him. Kittle should be okay. Hopefully Montgomery. We'll see. This is gonna be iffy. Herbert, last resort. If our receivers are injured and Josh Reynolds is okay, I guess he'd be the first choice for receiver. If he's not, we'd have to fall back on Rice or Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Or Bourne. But he's going against the Jets, but still not great.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, we're probably going to lose this week. A lot of questionable stuff. I was telling you earlier, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, now it's only 4, but we have 4 players questionable, 1 suspended, and 1 on the injured reserve. So we are limping in to the end zone.
Yeah.
We are slight underdogs on this matchup. We need Mahomes to go Super Saiyan. We need Kittle to score a couple touchdowns. And New Orleans defense to shut down Green Bay. We'll be just fine. And we also need every player on our opponent's team to get critically injured in the first quarter. That would help too.
It wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, it sucked for them, but not for us.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. That would not be good.
Ball ain't round.
Would not be good. The ball ain't round.
I think that about wraps.
That's why we bet on.
Was there anything else you wanted to cover right now?
Nah.
All right, y'all. Heard it here first and last. This is Betting On
Balls!
Love the delay. Love you, brother. Thanks for doing the show with me. Thank you all for being excellent, patriotic Americans. Unless you're not in America, you're cool too. Y'all make some money. Bet your balls. This was Betting